Kev's saying he's not a fan of the Sunday race, surprisingly, just because he's getting his stuff ready to leave for trips on Monday, I guess.
There's a Sunday race?
Oh, no, it was just with limited participation and some of the people it was supposed to help. Uh, we were just talking earlier that it might make sense to at least bring up race time again and see if Friday is what everyone wants to stick with.
I know I personally prefer Fridays just because I feel like I still got the weekend. I can stay up late and hang out, and I don't feel like it's like I got to rush from ending a race to immediately get in bed and wake up tomorrow for work.
I think the Friday thing, I think for it to work in the long run, for not just making the race, but for people to progress, I think they have to have the discipline to use the weekend for the next week, basically. So once the race is over, you definitely have to be willing to look at that next track and get on Saturday or Sunday. If you don't, be a tough thing where you're just showing up on Fridays.
Like me today.
Yeah, but you're naturally, I mean, you're at a different level where you're pretty skilled and don't need as much practice. For some of the folks that need more, they have to be disciplined enough basically to do it for the next week.
Yeah, people like Black, because Black can be fast if he practices.
Yep.
And Cold, you can
Yeah,
actually
it's
get some
just a.
time.
Mhm. Yeah, you've already paid your dues or whatever the case is. You're just on a little bit different level where you can show up and do pretty well without a lot of practice, but not everyone's in that boat yet. Although people have improved. I mean, if just comparing what would have happened, say 2 or 3 years ago, if people just showed up with no practice, that wasn't even possible.
Well, then again, the
They've
gear definitely helps.
yeah, it does.
Uh,
I almost followed you.
I
I almost just really followed you right off that track. I just like lollygagging. I'm like, oh, I just follow it back from up.
No, the Sunday thing wasn't no guarantee or anything. It was just something that the guys wanted to mention, I think, tonight, and see what the thoughts were. But hey, if there's enough people that wanted Friday, then that's what it is, because that's what it was set at. So.
Still don't have that corner down right.
10:30 is when it's gonna hit us. The bad weather. I'll be out of here before then. Like I said, I'm gonna unplug most of my stuff. This is supposed to be a doozy. I got Amy's computer unplugged in my rig. I'll just use my phone and, portable stuff. Let's see if I can tell when it's gonna hit you. A lot of times things are overblown, but this is the same storm that did cause hell in the plains in the southern area, so. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna have, you're not just getting hit by one front, couple rounds of it, yeah. So you're gonna see some stuff coming about 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So on and off between 10 and 2 is what they're saying basically. This is like 1, 2, maybe 3 waves.
Oh, awesome. Good. 3 chances of it.
Right. Yeah, we just had 1 wave coming through here as we're south of the big bulk of it. There's just 1 really heavy line dragging south that's gonna hit us. That thing is moving quick. That is a fast moving storm. That's got to be like 60, 70 miles an hour at least.
Yeah, they were saying 60 miles an hour earlier, so makes sense.
Yeah, it's like on Highway 69 just hauling ass. Or 75, whatever, just cruising.
Where the hell is the pit entrance?
Right at the second.
Hopefully we don't need to know.
Oh no, I'll need to know after, like, there's like 27 crashes this race. Good to know where the pit entrance is, just in case.
Yeah, basically instead of making the second to last corner, you're going straight there.
I was like, it's on the straightaway, and then I was like, oh, didn't see it. Did a little drift there.
I think Kev might be getting hit by it now or soon, actually. He's in Indiana, or in Illinois, I mean. Actually, it looks like Butts is going to get hit about the same time. By a single line of it. Wow, the storm is huge.
God damn it.
Yeah, you're going to get a hit too. Hopefully your power doesn't go up.
Haven't had a problem yet, despite all the storms.
Yeah, cold is going to be the warning sign for you. He's closer.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright. That affects a bunch of our drivers. Jeez and Pete. See, if Reaper would have showed up, he could have had a weather advantage. People lost power and he just rolls into first place.
That would be the way it'd go.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, I showed up. Where's everybody?
First practice session.
How'd you do?
I ran not great, but I didn't wreck.
That's good.
Let's see, 150 was my best, 150.4.
Okay.
Probably 4 seconds off from being at the front, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think 146 is what Long and Black could get to. Kev won't be on for a bit, so I'm sure he'll probably be somewhere in that time range as well. I don't know what Eric will run either if he's able to get on. I don't know if he's practiced. He's got to be looking forward to his rig though. He's got a bunch of shit on order. Don't know how much of it has come in yet, but
Hoping to get a bunch of Monza stuff or whatever it's called, Moza stuff.
Moza.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get a bunch of it on the cheap when Reaper Fig gives up.
Yeah, there we go.
Says it's storming right now. There was a bunch of lightning.
Yeah, looking at the map, it looks like it should be at you or really close.
Yeah, it's over me right now.
There's a couple of waves of it. It's just the first. You got like a
Yeah,
pretty
it
nasty
actually
little cell.
says that for me in particular that the orange stuff has already passed me for this time.
Good.
And then some more around race time. And then the biggest one is around 1 a.m. Pretty warm outside, so it doesn't surprise me. Warmer
Apparently,
than it has been.
according to my weather
Damn,
app, it's heavy rain right now.
it'll be 70 here on Wednesday. And then snow the next day.
Okay. Got my cigar.
Time to relax.
Much better.
I was hoping the Friday night thing when I suggested it was going to get more people being able to be involved.
Yeah, I mean that was. It makes sense because of folks like Reaper and Peter even, because he was having trouble with Sunday night.
Who was the other guy that had a problem with getting on that on Sundays?
I thought
what was
Rob.
his name? Well,
Was it Rob or was it Kev or I can't remember. There was like 3 people that said they couldn't get on Sunday. And then
Well, Kev can make it. He just doesn't prefer it basically because he's trying to get ready for work. You know, the trip Monday for him.
Then we have a
yeah,
couple
that's like-
Aussies who couldn't really do Sunday.
who's the guy that bought stuff from Reaper, and I don't know if he ever got it from him.
that I don't remember.
Yeah, I thought for sure he would be better with Friday nights.
Are you talking about Eric, Shoulder's
No.
neighbor?
No,
Oh.
not
No,
Eric.
not Eric.
This guy, I don't remember where he bought something from. I think he bought Reaper's wheel stand, and he's just, I don't know if Reaper ever actually sent it to the guy.
Months.
Can't remember who it was though. He raced with us a little bit a couple spring seasons ago.
No, I don't remember who that was.
I'm looking through the chat to see if I can. Mojabi?
Oh, Mojo B. Yeah, he got it,
Yeah.
I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if he did or not, but I thought
He
Friday
got
night
on,
might help him out.
and I sold him my old wheel, I believe.
Yeah.
Or gave, one or the other.
I was hoping it would help him to be able to play, and Swarley.
Oh, Swarley. Yeah, that was the other one.
Gotcha.
Plus, like, I know the Sunday thing kind of came about because, like, I personally needed it when I was on afternoons to be able to race. But now that I'm not, I don't know anybody else that really benefited doing it on Sunday night.
Yeah, I think it's a logistical thing though, but just with practice basically is people don't usually practice during the week. They usually have time on the weekend, so your race is at the end of your practice basically.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I usually have been, for the first race and this one, I'm just trying to get on like 3 hours before we race.
Hmm. Either way, it's worth a discussion later. Hey, if it's not unanimous, it probably shouldn't change because it's already set up this way. It would have to be something I think that's unanimous. But
Me, I can do either personally. I just suggested it. I didn't know
mhm.
everybody would jump on it.
Yeah, it worked. Obviously, everyone did. But it's hard to get everyone to show up, anyways. I mean, it does take a bit of commitment, and a lot of people are gung ho. But when it comes to it, they don't show up, regardless of what you do. So I don't know if the race time will even help some. Like Reaper, I don't know what it would take to get him here. I think you'd have to live next door and
I
chain
don't.
him to the rig.
Yeah,
Well,
he needs to get rid of his VR. That would get him here more.
maybe not even
Yeah,
get rid of it, but have a second monitor mounted to his rig, so that if the VR is not working, he can just screwed it for tonight and use the monitor.
all right, well, I gotta step away again. About time for me to eat.
Okay. Yeah, with based on the drivers meeting, Cold, we had so many people say yeah to Friday that I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can do both. So,
Yeah,
I thought just and it could just be maybe it was just like when we started, maybe we get more here in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I was kind of surprised too. I like them for different reasons. I'm like Butts, where Friday night just seems like there's no rush to get off. You can kind of wind down, kind of
yeah.
chit chat and talk, and that's kind of fun. Sunday it's like, yeah, shit. Everybody's got stuff going on Monday morning. Everybody's got to jump off. So I don't know.
Yeah, I remember when we used to do Forza on Friday nights. Like, I would just go to the next track and run on it for a while
Yeah.
after the race.
Yeah, and I just set up. For I just set up the server, so as soon as we're done, I'll flip it over to the next track too. So
Didn't did Black hang around last week and drive around on the track?
Yeah, he was one of the
See,
last
like
ones out.
on Sunday nights, that don't happen.
right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the only Sunday, the only good thing is I could, with my week being so crazy, Saturday and Sunday were my practice days, but now I just, like I was on Monday. Normally I'm Monday, Thursday, Friday, and this week I had an event on Thursday night, so I was on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I was screwed. But bowling's almost done. But then I got my knee surgery May 3rd, so just kind of timing wise, always I'll have all my Tuesdays open. So
I don't get time to practice until Friday. Too much going on.
yeah, I had like a 60-hour week this week, and I told my wife, I said, so I thought I retired. I'm not sure how I filled 60 hours of work to do. It just doesn't make sense.
I think that's what retired people that are ambitious do.
Yeah, I don't know if I can slow down, but I didn't expect to be like this busy either. It's kind of like there would have been a nice happy median. Like I was so looking forward to like waking up on a Wednesday and having a cup of coffee and just kind of looking outside, and I have yet to do that in 5 months.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm still stopping at goddamn Dunkin' Donuts for coffee. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Habit. You spent
I know
this
it
long
is.
building up a habit. Now it's breaking it.
Dude, it is so hard to slow down. I get where people like you like I could see if I just like took like a week and just slowed down, I would be crawling up the walls. So I don't, I admire people that can just go right into neutral and just be good. I just I just don't know how to downshift. I mean, that's just crazy.
Well, I mean, it's just like my old boss, Gary, before he sold the company I work at to his son. Like, after he officially sold it, he then built an electric tractor, uh, a wind turbine, and now he's building, modifying a Dodge Dakota to run on, I think it's called gasification. It's like wood
Oh,
fumes,
interesting.
charcoal fumes.
Huh.
The guy never stops. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
you
crazy.
retired, but he's
I
in.
know.
He,
Yeah, now he's
there's
just
a
doing shit he wants to do.
there's a
Yeah,
attached
yeah. I
garage,
think
and he's in there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. It's like you're doing what you were
yeah.
doing.
But Cold has a point. I think the difference is that while I'm busy, I'm doing shit I actually wanted to do instead of what I had to do.
Yeah,
Because before I sold everything, I was like, man, there's some days where it's just grueling, and now it's kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll decide to see the first person at 10. My problem is I still wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, and when you have nothing to do until like 10 o'clock, from 4 to 10, it feels like you're in quicksand and it's just going so slow. I'm looking at my watch going, oh, it's 7:30. I wonder who's up. I wonder who I can call. Hey, anyone around? I'm pinging people, and they're like, listen, asshole, you know, stop pinging me at 5. Give me till 9. Like,
That's your practice time there. Still
well,
get up then.
that's what it usually has been. Is I'll just come down and I'll jump on for an hour and pass time. But even then, it's kind of like I do that for a couple of days in a row, and there's nobody around, so I'm like, wow, okay, what else to do? So,
I wonder if you could catch some foreign people to race with.
well, that's what I was going to start to do, but it's interesting. And Butts knows this, the box people tend not to be like our league where you can say, hey, you want to practice? Everybody's kind of
Oh
like
yeah,
doing their own thing. And I
yeah.
haven't found anyone outside our group that, just wants to jump on and just run some fun laps. Everybody's just like race, race, race. They're all in these, they're in 10 races a week. So it's like, well, I just want to go run some laps and actually kind of work on how I take a corner.
Yeah, it's really hard to find that in the sim community, to be honest. That's what kind of makes our group unique. Most folks are kind of just a team of one. They get their
Yeah.
own agenda going, no insult to Broken. Broken does have that mindset too. He happened to join us as a recruit, basically out of Reddit, I think, and he definitely fits in with the guys. I like him, but he does have that mindset too, where he will overschedule himself and gets committed to a lot of different things, and it's hard to get him on, for example. But that you'll run into a lot of that outside of our community, guys that are pretty aggressive with their scheduling, and it's pretty normal, the sim community.
Yeah, he's been doing a shit ton of iRacing. He's in some iRacing league with some guy that they've been doing a ton of iRacing stuff.
I actually look forward to when Guns comes back, because I'm going to help him next week to get his rig going. I think he'll be really good competition for Eric. We basically need a new wave of guys, the way I see it, to up and coming, basically, to kind of propel the league, keep it rolling forward. Because if you really look at it, that's what our makes our league unique, is the camaraderie and friendship and the willingness to work together and train and stuff like that. And for that to work, I think you have to have looking forward and back. You want to have someone that's better than you in the league, and you want to have someone that's worse. Someone you can help or someone that you can work with. You know what I mean? Like the forward and back kind of concept. Ideally for everyone, which maybe at any given time it might not be the case, but ideally some of the time at least. So like Eric, if we get Guns in here, then that would help him, and if both of those guys are playing, then that gives some of our more experienced guys a reason to be like, all right, let me check on Eric, make sure he's got a setup. Oh, what's Guns running this week, kind of thing.
Well, I'm hoping that after the guys from the track were over this last weekend, 3 of them go buy rigs. We'll get 3 new guys that way.
I kind of hope that Forza's close enough that we can somehow jump to that and grab some people for a season or something.
The type that
That's
run
roughly-
Forza are so different though, because they use controller generally, and the game
Yeah.
is catered around that. That I don't ever think that's gonna get to that level. Personally, I don't have a lot of faith in it, but hey, maybe they'll prove me wrong.
Sometimes I just worry that I don't know if it's the entry point for this racing or the seriousness of this racing is hurting us for retention.
the amount of time you got to spend to learn the cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Vid and I've had this discussion in the past. Is like my thought on it is, I'm not a car guy, and I never did any of the racing games until like 5 years ago. So to me, I looked at it like a hobby instead of like golf or something like that. So to me, I kind of, if I was a golfer, I'd be going out on the course once a week, and then I'd be, doing the simulator or, chipping your driving range or whatever. So I kind of, to me, the sim kind of fits in that mold, but I have it as a hobby, not kind of, as just, hey, I'll do it every now and then. So I think that's what happens is, people, I think you're right, Cold. People will jump on an Xbox, run something, go, hey, it's easy. They get in one of these cars, and then they're crashing all over, and it's like, oh, fuck that. I'm going to go back to the console, and then it just dies right there.
Yeah.
Well, in reality, our fields when I joined and we were in Forza, we were not really much bigger than we are now.
Well, that's
Oh,
probably
really?
true. It was probably been hanging around 12 people at max the
Yeah,
whole time.
plus or minus some, but yeah, the average is, somewhere 8, 10, 12, 14 maybe, but it hasn't grown enormously. And I don't think our goal ever was to really grow to the point where, it was some massive structure, but we just want to avoid situations where, you only get 4 or 5 people to show up some week.
Yeah. I wish we could just hit a solid 10 every week.
Yeah,
It's going to be at least
10
10
would
people.
be awesome. Yeah, 10 would be good traffic on the track.
I wanted to say something else too before I stepped away. I thought of it. I heard you guys talking through my headset too. Like I wasn't in the drivers' meeting, and I wasn't, the whole Sunday versus Friday thing. I wasn't coming back to shake things up or rock the, tip over the apple cart or anything. It was just a discussion that Shoulders and Glom were having when I was in the channel earlier, and between us three, we just weren't. Hunter, our goal was just to look at what we had going and hey, what's the best way to get the most people here? That's all. And it sounded like you guys thought Friday was, when you had the meeting. Maybe neither one will help. It's hard to say, but
Yeah, I think if we go to Sunday, we lose some people. If we go to Friday, we lose some people because it's just not. It's trying to coordinate 12 people to one time frame. So that's that. I think that was kind of part of the discussion, if I remember, in the drivers' meeting is we were talking about Sunday, and then there was at least 3, if not 4, that said Sundays were difficult, and that's how the Friday conversation came up. And then everybody went, well, I can do Friday. And then we said, well, is there anybody that can't? And then everybody said, no, it would probably work out. It might miss 1 or 2 here or there. But for overall, we didn't really get a lot of people saying no.
and you expected better attendance based on the feedback than what we had in the first week and what we're probably going to have now.
Yeah, I
to
thought
this week.
we'd have at least 9, on most weeks and 11 on the best week. So I was thinking between 9 and 11 based on the drivers' meeting is kind of where we were going to end up at. Well, we had 7, if you think about it, we had 7 last week, and then we thought Rob would be there. That would have been 8. And then Reaper would have been 9. And we would have been right at our 9 to 11 right there.
No digression, stay away from curbs.
And if Peter came back, that was 10.
he was having an issue with Sunday with playing hockey or something, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah, exactly. That's why because even Rob said when we were on there, Fridays would be great for Peter.
I'm gonna message Rob actually, see if he's around.
Yeah, what's does he work on Saturdays or something?
No, I don't know. He works from home.
Oh. Does he have a lady now?
That I don't know. He could, and that would be the driving gene right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just met someone and it's date night, Friday night at 10
Yeah,
p.m.
could be that. Yeah, we
Yeah.
Netflix it. You know, we can't race.
Yeah, or Friday nights humping down. You know,
Yeah, something.
this way you have your weekend free.
Yeah.
But you know, Cole, you bring up a good point too. I think here's the other thing, if you think about it, is by the time, even if you just did a rig and a basic wheel set, you're at $1,200, and that's a big downstroke for a lot of people that wouldn't necessarily.
Yeah, you got to be serious about it.
Right, exactly. Like
Yeah,
even
but you
Eric-
can get in the door. We got Eric started for dirt cheap. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't. That's not the starting point. I think the starting point is to use like some hand-me-down gear mounted on a desk with whatever monitor you have, just to see if this is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if people actually think that way though. And that's the thing. I mean, if you like, we all think like that. We would kind of dip our toe in before we jumped in. But I think people, now that they're watching, Jardier and they're looking at, boosted media, and you go on YouTube, nobody's running at a desk with, G920 wheel and a 27-inch monitor.
Well,
Everybody-
true, but I mean,
You know,
granted, what's shown on YouTube is generally if you go to the top of the food chain and you're looking at the big guys that command most of the attention. Like, to give you an example, if I were to go look at, information on acoustic guitars and they're talking about sound quality and they're all playing these vintage Martins that are like $60,000, I'm not going to be thinking, okay, I need to sell my house so I can buy a guitar. Like, that's not what I'm thinking. I just go find a decent guitar, that has good sound. Well, where I'm going with this, you could in automotive, for example, if you're interested in that as a hobby and you have performance in mind, you go see these guys running LS motors that are, twin turbo to have 1,500 horsepower. They've spent like $30,000 on the build, and they're at the drag strip. That's not what you start with. So I get your point, but there is a cheaper way in. So if people are talking to us, if we have the opportunity to reel someone in, we're going to create a situation for them that's going to be a couple $100 usually.
Yeah.
The main thing is we want it like with Mojobi, where like they show concentrated interest, not like, well, hey, can I have this gear? Something Ben and I've talked about.
Yeah. With Mojobi, we knew that he was a bit of a gamble, and I think if his situation changes to the point where he can race with us, he will. But yeah, that was a calculated gamble when we did it. But you're right. If it's just a random over 30 member, and if you're just posting the hardware openly in the sim channel, that doesn't make any sense. People will gobble that up for cheap, and they're not going to race with us. It has to be someone that has some level of commitment, like Guns, and Eric was a great example. Like, we knew him being your neighbor and whatnot, that there's going to be a higher commitment level. But going to Colt's point, there's definitely a commitment level to this. However, that is also what keeps some of the more veteran guys going. Like in Forza, at some point, like me and Butts, for example, in Forza, Valkyr, like at some point you've kind of done whatever that game offers. Like you break the cars, you get all these crazy tunes. You can go out and crush random lobbies. It's like at some point you're just like, all right, I've done what I can do.
Yeah.
You're not going to go back there and, I don't know, it would almost be like going back to preschool. Like, you're just crushing a bunch of kids in a game, and it's like, all right, I've had enough of that. So that's where the balance comes in. It's like, all right, if the group has been together long enough and serious, then they're going to be working on something that's progressive, that can entertain the veterans. But there's another side of it too. What we also do here does connect to real life and is really appealing. Like, if you do a track, you actually know that track. You could actually get a chance to drive that track, and you would get it right. You would know the track 100%. It's laser
that's
scan.
true.
Yeah.
And
oh,
and
oh, go ahead.
well, the other part of it is too that with the physics and whatnot, like if as a driving instructor or someone that's knowledgeable, if I want to train someone on driving, I'm not training them on goofy Forza physics. Instead, I can teach them proper things that are going to work in real life on the car, basically.
Yeah,
So-
the guys all I loaded up the M1 track in AC, and they took their actual cars out on the track and were amazed at how much it felt like a go-kart.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, they were like, "Holy shit!"
So I mean, you are right. There is that level of seriousness there, but it also is part of the reason why I think we're still here. Because I think if we all stayed in Forza, there would have been an expiration life on that too.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't
eventually.
mind dropping back to AC for a season.
I think when the new one comes out, it'll be interesting to kind of see what that had, because that's out next year, I think. What'll be interesting is, I think in the next 15 days, we should get the ACC new update with the cars and stuff. So that'll be interesting to see what they do. And then Glom said that they have a 5-year roadmap that they're going to unveil. So they're going to be dumping updates to this, you know, at least for the next few years too. So we'll have ACC and AC, and AC would be interesting to kind of do some of the courses that aren't in ACC. Like I would love to race Road America.
Oh, yeah.
Norslave.
Oh, Nordschleife.
Yeah, that thing is so challenging.
I love the
Oh my
green
God.
hell. Like,
Oh
there's
my
nothing
God.
else.
Yeah, AC2 is supposed to come out next year, I believe.
Yeah, 2024.
And we have GT2 cars coming here, which I think, my thought at least at this point is probably to suggest running GT2 next season for this group, and then next year to try to get into AC, assuming that they offer us something in terms of cars that we can agree upon, you know, that it would offer us a whole different selection of tracks. AC just offers a ton of freedom with mods, and you know, you could come up with your own. You can think way outside the box, and not as confined. But
What I still want to do, Bold, is kind of pick a race that we can either all enter an individual car, go out and do some team stuff. Because when I was doing that with Butts and Broken, that is a shit ton of fun.
Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I just don't want to
Yeah.
let anybody down.
Oh
You
no.
know what? No, here's the thing. We have so much fun laughing about how we're all driving and fucking up pit stops and driving off the track, and I have never laughed so hard for 6 hours when we did a 6-hour endurance than I did when the three of us were doing it. And they do a lot of these 70-minute, 90-minute, and even up to 3-hour ones. We should just go on to SimGrid and pick a couple. Like I'm doing, I think hopefully Rob's driving, but if he's not, you want to take his seat. Klom and I are doing one on this upcoming Saturday at Watkins Glen. It's a 3-hour race, and I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how here was our goal every time we did it. Let's finish the race. It was just let's just finish it, and that's what we started with, and it just was a lot of fun.
And then it moved into, okay, let's see if we can get a perfect pit stop. That's
Yeah, 'cause
that's
we
how
kept
we've gotten so
blowing the
good,
pit stop.
Adam.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, remember the first race we had to do pit stops? All three of us just absolutely crushed the pit stop. It just made it look so terrible. I think
that
I
was
got I think I got to drive through. But's got to drive through. Broken came out of the pits and hit the pit limiter, and then it spun the back end of the car and hit the pit wall, and then had to come back in for repairs. And I think we all did that in one race. Then we got track cut warning, so then we had to drive through for that.
I haven't driven with you guys on those things, but I've helped tune a couple of cars, and you know, was involved in some practice or planning for it a few times. And it was that was even entertaining too. It was cool to see the the inverse of our situation where often in the league people do help each other and work together, but then you're going against each other on Sunday or Friday, whatever it is. This is like you're just in the team and it's full commitment of like, doing whatever is required for the other guys, to come together instead of, challenge each other at the end of the week. I thought was kind of cool. You guys were, during the race, obviously having fun too. Other people are driving. Some of the other drivers would act like a spotter or a cheerleader or whatever is needed, and that's I guess the fun of racing right there. That is hard to find outside of our group. Like, it's hard to find people that you can actually work with and seem decent. So
I think the
Yeah,
toughest
yeah,
part was
yeah.
settling on a tune that all three of us felt was safe and we could confidently drive it for an hour. Because, like, even though you
Yeah.
hear, like, oh, it's a 3-hour race, 12-hour, whatever, the stint timers are usually right around an hour, 5 minutes at max.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. Cold, so I just posted in the Enduro channel to see if I'll see if Robin responds if he's still driving or not, because I haven't heard from him in weeks. So
I guess it would have been since the drivers meeting, huh?
yeah.
A couple 3 weeks ago or whatever.
We're gonna have to start practicing that track this week because we got to practice a couple driver swaps because he hasn't done a driver swap yet. And that's a whole nother. We blew that about 5 times too.
Although now that we know how to do it, it's really not that difficult. But
It's not, but I'm just thinking back to the first time we did it, and we're like, how do I switch drivers? And then it's like, I guess we're doing a second stint. Well, no, come in. No, come in. We were like Ferrari at the F1. Come in, don't come in. Come in. Chits it. I laughed so hard that day. Oh my god! I wish we recorded that one because I wasn't streaming back then. I wish we would have actually had that on film and go back and watch it because that was like Comedy Central times 10.
Yeah, there's a certain group of drivers that are comfortable with that, and I think you've got some others that are worried about it being too much or maybe making a mistake or having other people counting out, like Eric and Kev and I don't know, maybe Colt's in that boat. But
when I made my stupid first mistake, first race, I shifted up to the second gear going out of the pits, and I think I got us disqualified, actually.
Oh yeah,
and
you did. You did.
Like, that felt horrible, but like both shoulders had broken and were laughing their ass off at me. And then we got back in the race and we just kept going.
And then every race after that, we're like, every time one of us went in pits, don't fucking shift.
right. Yeah, it's just stuff you learn though, It's the only way to learn it is to do it, really.
But it is so much fun. That's one of the most fun experiences that I've had. Just kind of racing on the stuff. It just, like I said, I don't think I stopped laughing the entire race.
There's one other benefit here that hasn't been mentioned, and that is, I'm not a huge fan of endurances. Once in a while they can be fun, but there is one big benefit, obviously the camaraderie and everything, but when you actually get on the track and run that many laps in an official setting, the track gets burned into your mind. Where like
Yeah.
you will never forget that track again. You come back to it and it's like, yes, you might need a few practice laps or whatever, but you'll get very quickly back to whatever your pace it is.
Yeah.
Just like a permanent memory of the track.
Well, and the 3-hour ones go by quick because you drive an hour and then you hand it off and then you're basically spotting and chatting. And so, the next 2 hours when you're not driving, whatever 2 hours you're not, goes by super quick because you're just watching a bunch of stuff, and then it's just like what we've been doing tonight, just kind of hanging chatting as we're going around the track, and the 90-minute ones fly by because your stint time's like it's 2 drivers and I think it's 43 minutes or whatever it is, or 48 minutes, stint. So you got 1 driver change, so it's just that goes by really quick too. I mean, the 6 hour
So basically, what we're already doing, we're racing for 30 minutes, and then we have our endurance ones, which is an hour long. So basically, you already prep for the stint length.
Yeah.
And then it's like a practice session where, like, you race maybe for an hour or so if you can, getting around the track, and then you stop, take a break, sit and chat, and then race maybe for another hour. So it's just a little bit of a different mindset with it being official, like an actual race rather than just like practice or whatnot. But you've already got the skills to do it.
A lot of time it's consistency too. The longer races like that, there's a lot of times going to be faster people than you out there, but you're counting on consistency and for other people to make mistakes and have issues, and it happens.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
and you know what really scrambles the field, which, to your point, Ben, the pit stop strategy. We were in like 24th, and then after pit stops, we're in 11th all of a sudden. So that element alone is kind of an even up there, and people start going long, and then their tires start fading, and they can't keep up, and
So
other
the
people.
the difference, like I see it, and sorry to interrupt you, but it's dawning on me what I want to say there. For these type of races, instead of it being like this, so our sprint races, when we do our 2 races every week, there's a real emphasis on pace. And you have a second chance. So people they tend to push in our races. In endurance races, you don't. Instead, you
Right.
find a comfortable pace that you're not going to wreck or have problems with, and you maintain that. And then the only time, once in a while, you might have to battle a little bit in select spots, but usually it's more so towards the end of a race if you happen to get a battle for position or something. But most of the time, what the difference is, instead, it's like you're finding a pace that you're comfortable with. Okay, let's say it's 150. Well, hey, you go out there, you run your 150s for an hour, you joke around with the guys while you're driving. Your hour's in, you pit, switch, and then you get to be joking around with them while they're driving. But maybe they run 147s or 148s. It doesn't matter. You just run your consistent pace, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that consistency makes a huge difference.
so it's not like a sweaty whole hour where you're just trying to run hot laps for an hour. Nope, it's comfortable driving. And you generally, the start of the race can still be dicey, but you usually put one of your more comfortable drivers on the first stint, basically. So.
And nothing's more rewarding than watching Butts freak out people that have never raced against him when he gets right up on them. That alone is worth that's where I pay $10 to watch that every time he's out there. Because it is, you can see it coming too. We're watching when he starts closing, we're like, and Brogan and I would go, oh, that guy's gonna wipe out. Yeah, Butts is all over the back end of him. That guy's gonna make a mistake, and sure as shit, that guy goes running off the track like, it was like,
Unfortunately,
I feel sorry
was-
for Guns when he comes back.
Unfortunately,
get the
I don't
bus
come out
treatment.
in clear air, so I'd have to hunt somebody down. Whereas Shoulders, every time he came out, he gets swamped by what felt like the whole field.
yeah, we pit, and Butts is right. If we come out, there wouldn't be a car for a quarter of a track around him, and he's just kind of just cruising. He pits, hands the car to me. I come out, I got first and second place closing on me at like 9,000 miles an hour. I'm in the middle of a back marker pack with like 5 cars around me. I'm like, what the fuck? I learned what blue flags were, how you handle blue flags really quick. Yeah, remember that one race I came out and I came right out in front of the entire top 5 of the field, and they were all battling. And I come out of the pits and I'm like, what do I do? And Butts is like, don't wreck them. I'm like, that's no shit. Yeah, I got that part. What do I do? Oh, I was freaking. That was crazy.
For the time you were gonna freaking absolutely block first place because you thought you were racing against him.
I did. I deadheaded him. I deadheaded him. I was like, "We doing this first place?" I'm like, "It is."
Brooke and I were screaming, no, just let him by, let him by.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was kind of funny. I could feel the sweat rolling down the back of my neck as soon as you guys said that. When I realized it was first place right on my ass.
Yeah, if you can't tell, we enjoyed it. Like that, we've stopped talking nonstop for 10 minutes or more.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Cole, you'd have a blast with them.
What time is it? Saturday?
Here, hang on, I'll tell you in a second. It is 3 hours of Brands Hatch, and it starts at it's 28 o'clock at night on Saturday night.
I could probably do that. I don't know if I could start the race, but
No, Glom's starting. Fuck that. Let him start it. He's good at starting. I ain't starting. It's a Butts or Glom's or broken starts, man. There's no way I'm starting.
Yeah, you
today.
usually put either your fastest driver or your most comfortable driver in the first slot.
Yeah, so the server goes live at 8 p.m. and then 8:50 p.m. is driver meeting, and then everything starts at 9. And they have 35 cars on the track, and they are right now 21. They have 21 cars or 21 teams. So we could actually, that would be kind of cool if we could get a couple more people that want to do it. Because even, Cole, here's the other thing. If Rob was going to drive, then we would have 4. We could actually do 2 teams. No mandatory pit stop, refueling, no mandatory.
Can you have
tire.
more than 3, or is it a 3 max?
It's 1, 2, or 3 drivers.
Okay.
And it is 48-minute driver stint. So if we did 2, it'd be 48, and then we'd swap. So one of us would have to do 2 stints at a minimum. Yeah, race starts at 21:30. So what is that? 8:30.
So is it you and Butts, or who's doing it?
Right now it's Rob, Glom, and I.
Oh, okay. But you're not
So-
sure on Rob at the moment.
Yeah, I just pinged the channel, and if he's not, then yeah, we would be able to add on to the existing team. And if he is, then we could talk about just doing 2 teams of 2. That wouldn't be too bad, and then I could start the race on one of them because they only have 21 to 35 teams. Filled, so there's still openings. Oh yeah, so race will start at 21:30 and then drivers meeting is the last 10 minutes of practice, so that's how they're doing it. Got it. So, and I think I have my server set up for Brands.
It's
So,
Brands Hatch.
yeah,
Oh, that's a good track too, because most people know it. I can't imagine. I don't know if we'd be able to get 2 teams going, but hey, if once in a while we get some of our other guys to do it here and there, it would be an interesting gateway or kind of segue, I think, to drum
I
up a
think if
little more interest.
I think if a couple people did it and then experienced it and how much fun it is, because we're all in our own private channels, so we're not in a group race channel, we're in our own drivers channels. So I would bet that you do it, and then I think we would get people, because it's the unknown, right? If people haven't done it, I think it's the unknown. But I was kind of like, how does this work? And then doing it with Butts and Broken, who kind of know it, it made it really, really easy.
Well, I didn't really know it. I think.
Well, but yeah, I mean, you got a ton of experience, so it was kind of like, yeah, I'm in the middle of a race and I get a blue flag, and I'm like, hey, we've never had blue flags in our over 30. What do I do?
Don't
then
die.
I know, don't die. And then they're all screaming, let him go. And I'm like, what? And then I'm blocking them. And then, cause I don't, I'm like, and they're like, stay on the race line. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta tell you, that was a lot of fun. We raced the Aston the last time, didn't we? Is that what we used the last time?
I believe so, because it was like Donington Park, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something weird. Yeah,
And we used the
it
Aston
was like,
Martin.
yeah, it was a super narrow track, so I think it was Donington. I think we have the Porsche selected for brands. We could put Eric out there in the student driver car. That would be awesome. Oh, hey, Butts, I figured out how to get my rev lights on my wheel to flash yellow finally.
Oh.
So there was a setting in SimHub that you can go in, and then you have to set that setting up separately, and then you pick the number of lights on the wheel that you want to light up when there's a yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And so you still get your rev lights in between the flashes. What I haven't figured out is it's a sequential light, so it goes left to right. I'm trying to figure out how I just get the first three and the last three instead of a full, like a half of a row. I haven't figured that out yet, but that's that'll be after the race, kind of play around with the settings.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Okay.
That is. I know how that works. If I remember correctly.
This new monitor is so clear.
You tell it its start position, and then
Okay.
you tell it the number of LEDs you want it to do.
Yeah, but can you skip LEDs, or is it
Yeah,
always sequential?
you can skip. Like you'd have to set it up twice, I believe.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a weekend project. Yeah, Glom's been using their the mobile dash with relative timings, which is one of their generic dashboards, instead of the ACC complete set.
Yeah.
I tried it. I'm just not used to it. It's got a lot of info on it, but
Yeah, I've got it. I don't know if I exactly like the look of it, but I use it for iRacing because
Oh, do you?
Because I don't have anything there. But there's a few that I've used on here.
Yeah, I thought there'd be a lot more dashes, although I haven't found a better setup than the ACC ones. I kind of like it matches the car.
Yeah.
What I love, what I wish they would do though is in ACC, so it translates to the wheel, is have miles per hour instead of kilometers, because the left the left side of ACC shows it in miles, but the wheel and the center console always show kilometers. That messes me up sometimes.
Just like there's the Bosch one, which I don't know, is your screen a touch screen?
No.
No. Oh, well, you'd have to set it up then to be able to go left and right, but you can actually switch the dash in there as well, and it's got a lot of info.
Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, I could just set a button on the wheel. And then you're going to make me go buy that next Gomez with all the extra buttons so I can do that.
Well, so then that's when you just send me the Gomez with the screen in it, so I can get rid of that. I mean, you don't need any more. You got another one.
Yeah, I know. I got the other one sitting here. Like, it's been sitting on the platform, and I actually put it in so I could actually say I used it. I'm like, let me ride with this. But when you have the screen and then you take it away, I was like, wow, I didn't realize how much I actually looked at the screen.
Oh yeah. My only annoyance is like I got my separate screen, but it has to sit up and then it's blocking part of the screen, which makes like tuning difficult. It's in the way for other games, even though I can use the dash in other games. Like there's still parts of the screen that get blocked off. It's like,
oh, got it. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, when I had tablets, that was the problem I had because I originally had a phone above the wheel and then that was blocking the bottom of the screen. And then I had a small 7-inch tablet off to the side with extra stuff. And then that blocked another part of the screen. And I was like, oh man, jeez. It almost is like I'd almost have to raise the monitor too high, and then you're not looking at the center of the monitor, and that threw things off there. So I wonder if Eric got all his stuff in yet. Be curious to see how he likes that Moza stuff. I have to go to his house and try it.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how that stacks up with SemiCube.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm as soon as he gets it set up, I want to just jump over there and see because I'm kind of curious myself. Because I had the CSL DD and I have a comparison of that to the SimCube, and there's there's a noticeably huge difference there. But I don't know. He got the 16 Newton meter one, so I'm kind of curious to see what that does. Because if he runs that at 100%, and I'm only running at like 38%, so what would that put me at? Like 9 Newton meters, 10 maybe. So if he's running at 16, I wonder what the feel is.
Well, and also how smooth it reacts, like when you're losing traction control and everything else.
Yeah. I keep looking at the new what's the frickin' haptic feedback thing, Butt Kicker, where they now gone to like a single for each post versus the one that's under the seat. I wish I could get in a frame like ours and see how much different that feels versus kind of how I have the current setup.
Well, I've thought about going the other route of getting the little small amps and then drilling holes in the bottom of my seat and like bolting them to the bottom. Plus,
Oh, that'd be interesting.
there's also the reason why I got the idea of that was there's a thing from Next Level Racing that hooks into, it's just like a pad you put on your seat, and it's got 2 motors in the front, 2 motors under your butt, 2 motors on your lower back, and then 2 motors on your upper back. So you get localized vibration there. I think Boosted Media did a review of it recently. It was like 7 days ago, max, a week ago. That was interesting.
Yeah, that would be kind of interesting. This is where I wish like Micro Center had setups and you could just go sit in them and because I'd hate to buy it and then go, I don't like it.
I think you'll like it, no matter, like, even with something like that next level one, which it doesn't give the major shakes like you can get with other ones, but like according to the review, which I think general wise is gonna be all right. Like,
Huh.
it does give you the sense of feeling the rumbles, feeling the suspension move on the car, and
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
like just having that extra bit of feedback. Like, I get it
For that
sometimes
seat mount?
because it's just like a driver pad,
Oh, okay.
a seat pad essentially with
Oh
vibration
yeah, I
motors.
see. It's $229.
The only bad thing about the next level one is like all those motors are like your controller type vibration, so they have to spin up. So there's a small bit of lag compared to an actual LFE. But yeah. I mean, I get a small bit of vibration that actually helps me with counter steering and stuff from the SimiCube. When the force feedback is really kicking in, I can feel the vibrations translated through the rig to the pedals. Granted, I really don't like my force feedback to be that high, but
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now.
Most of the gear that Micro Center has listed now is not in stores. It's usually just ship, which makes sense because they're not going to sell large volumes of this stuff.
Yeah, no, they had the Gomez wheels. Like that's where I got mine from. They had them in stock, and then they had some racing frames, but nothing like what ours is. They were more of the what do you call it? The like next level kind of basic one that I had before. But they carry racing seats now. Like they carry the next level elite seat there. Because they had that up on when I bought the monitor, they had that up on the stand. So I saw that when I was there. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
They're opening a Micro Center in Indy, actually.
Are they?
So when we first moved here, Fry's was the big electronics store, and Fry's went out of business a couple years back, left a big void in the area, and Micro Center has most of the Midwest cities covered. They have one in Chicago, Columbus, Dayton, Detroit. Anyways, yeah, they decided to fill the void, and I think they're setting up the store now. I'm not sure if it's open yet, but it'll be soon.
Huh.
I look forward to that. It'll be about 30 miles away. It's where going to be really close to where the old Fry's was, which is the opposite side of town. Be like the west side or something, like having a store in not quite as far as Livonia or something, but you know what I mean. Like that'd be a decent drive, but at least we'll have access to one.
Yeah, the one by me actually has the Moza wheelbase wheel in stock.
Oh, nice.
They have the SimLab P1X cockpit. Wow, it's interesting on the SimiCubes. It says must be 18 or older to purchase.
Oh.
Wow,
It's a drug.
That's kind of a big warning. We don't want people breaking their fucking hands and suing us.
Right.
Wow.
Micro Center opens summer of 2023, so cool.
Huh.
Have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I can't go into that. Like, I'm glad I went in and just bought the monitor and got out of there because I started walking the aisles while I was waiting for them to pull it out of stock, and I'm like, well, this is not a place I should visit that often.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I was like, oh, this is This is like a crack store.
Yeah, we used to make trips to Fry's once in a while, and we'd have to put spending limits on ourselves. We'd go up there and like it was easy to walk out, even with small shit, it'd add up to $500 or $600. And we're like, we can't do this very often. So
Yeah, no, there like I can't go into a Best Buy. That's a bozo no. I can't go into a Micro Center. There's like certain stores I know I literally should never step foot in.
unless you have to buy something that you know that you're going for.
Well, and even then, it better be fast to get into the counter because, you know, I start walking the aisles waiting like, ooh, I'll grab this, ooh, I'll grab this, ooh, I'll grab this, and then yeah, it's bad. I am such an impulse guy when I see something because then I literally don't want to wait for it. And I'm like, well, it's right here. I might as well just get it. I know I'll use it. You know, I justify it in like about 2 seconds.
So I just almost died, and I just realized why. My traction control was off. It took me half a lap to realize, though.
Nice.
Yeah, that would do something.
Well, to be
I think
honest,
mine did
like it's
one.
only a few corners where it's like, I'm gonna kill you. So
Yeah, I left mine at 1. And adjusted up from there. Yeah, let's see, my TC's at 1. ABS is at 4.
ABS is at 2.
Wow.
I want less. I want to interfere less.
I put my brake bias at 52.6. I tried it at 54 and it wasn't.
49.
Yeah, that
Porsche.
would make sense. Yeah, I thought lower was better on this. It was at 56, I think, at the start.
I'm probably gonna hop off of here. I gotta let the dogs out, do a few things before the storm hits, anyways.
Well, it's been nice hearing from you.
Yeah. I wish I could race, but not yet. So maybe soon. Who knows?
In spirit, we should just ghost his car and have it go around in front of us.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'm able to make it back. We'll see. I have been making progress on health issues, so I do feel better. I'm just not ready yet. I still got some issues. So, but yeah, we'll see. Coming along.
Yeah, progress is good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll catch you guys later.
I mean, see if
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Well, I'm gonna be sleepy. He went to dinner. I'm hoping he carved up and he's like a little tired when he gets back. We had a big bowl of pasta. What's your run at 146?
4/10 up.
Oh my god. My fastest 147.4, and I was like lucky to get that. I'm running 148s, 149s.
I've almost lost 2/10 in that one little chicane area.
SimLab raised their prices.
Yeah, everybody did. Yeah, everybody jumped the prices by a couple $100 lately. Yeah, a lot of shit's back out of stock again.
Rig metals hasn't really gone up too much, but they should be in stock tomorrow. We're expecting the shipment April 1st.
Yeah, well, obviously a lot of people are buying shit, but or they're having just limited manufacturing.
45.
Oh, 145.995. Wow.
Except for I lost that 4/10 and I gained 2.5 tenths
Wow.
in the last corner.
Shit. Yeah, it won't be that easy. Might be seeing a blue flag tonight.
this is why I always avoided the Porsche. Because it was either going to kill me or I was going to go a little too fast for competition. I was banking on it killing me, but it hasn't really worked out.
It's not race time.
True, very true. Maybe my traction control will get cut off during the race.
Boots.
Yo!
Did the trophy show up?
Yes.
Okay. Is it in one piece?
Yes?
Okay. At least they didn't fucking break it like I figured, you know, how they are.
I bowl with the guy that in practice, if he is bowling strikes, his game sucks. If he's half-ass in, so this week in practice, he's like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. We get to the game, he bowls 8 strikes in a row. And I'm like, okay. And then 2 weeks ago, he bowled like 6 strikes in a row in practice, and then left open frame with 1, and then 7 or 10 pin on the next 5 balls. So, hopefully you're not like that with the racer. You're burning these 145s, and now you're going 152s. Hey, Glom, did you carb up at dinner? Are you running race fuel butts or qualifying?
I just switched to race fuel. I was running heavy. 36 liters, I think.
Yeah, you'll be a little faster. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 40 just to be safe, so it doesn't get super loose. Because I ran a few laps on Monday with like 6 liters in there, and boy, I carved a lot.
Well, the problem with the Porsche is the fuel tank is in the front. So as you race, the front end gets lighter.
Oh, okay, that would explain it. I didn't know it was in the front.
You can actually see the fuel cap or whatever, where they put in the fuel on the hood.
Oh my god.
Did you carve up at dinner?
I don't want to talk about dinner.
Tell me you had a big ass bowl of pasta.
Well, I am going in to take a shit right now, if that tells you anything.
That's awesome.
Got offload.
That means he's gonna be a little tired.
Drink a beer.
Oh, that'll
Fuck off.
I'm grabbing a beer as soon as we're done.
Do it
Yeah, you
before,
do.
you'll feel better.
Do like Butts did. Drink a beer or a couple of them before you get in to drive your endurance thing. That was another funny episode.
I didn't hear about that one.
Oh, you had to pee a little bit.
Kind of like me in the first Watkins Endurance.
Cold and I were like, I wonder if we should just kind of pretend we can't hear him and make him do a second stint. Or see if he can pee in front.
He has threatening waterfalls sounds as you're going.
Can you imagine if we do that to a teammate, what we do to a
You know, if you remember, Shoulders, I had to take a piss pit stop in that Watkins Glen race, and we still beat Butts and Broken.
Yeah, you did. That's right. You did do a fire hose piss to get back in the car. That was kind of impressive. I would have just peed in my water glass, and then I would have gotten the course. So,
Oh my god.
that would have been the killer right there. Hang on.
Oh, and Butts, you might get lucky. I'm not supposed to have internet at all last week, so I'm gonna need things to do. So you might get a delivery. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to no internet for a week.
All right, sorry about that. Well, how's it tuning working for you?
Seems pretty good. I just changed the fuel down to 40. So it's
Is that- Is that the Porsche tune?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Audi feels the best, other than the shift gears. Shift ratio is fucked up.
I didn't like the Aston Martin for that same reason. I was having a hard time with gears.
So the Audi, you can't downshift it. You gotta like wait till you're in the turn and then do it all at once, because you can't just like one at a time. It won't let you.
Oh, that would suck. Yeah, that would mess me up big time.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, don't no. Oh my God! Don't keep going. What the
You would
fuck am I
figure
watching?
as long as this pit is, your tires would be scorching hot by the time you got out.
Oh, because you ain't doing nothing to heat them up. Alright, shoulders, butts. I just sent you all a link to a YouTube video. This is why. Oh, did you watch that earlier link I sent you, shoulders?
I did not know.
Yeah, that's that new Formula V with the high-powered motor in it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's the one you sent me that had Verstappen driving it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll watch that after we're done racing.
And then this second one, this is why I like dirt racing, because it's all from his perspective, and you will understand. Remember when you were saying about how close we were getting to each other on iRacing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch that video and watch the different cameras. You'll understand why dirt racing is insane. And the good part is Team Ez does a really good job of commentating as he's going. And you'll like him because a guy pisses him off, so as he's racing, he just reaches out and flips him off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Team Ez is one of those guys, you either love him or hate him. There's no in between.
My favorite racing episode or meltdown was the guy who parked his NASCAR right at the start finish line.
So,
Oh,
did
Josh Williams.
you hear about his new sponsor this week?
No, I heard there
So-
was something funny.
Yeah, this week, I don't remember exactly what it is because this is his first week allowed back. It's some kind of parking services that's his main sponsor.
That is awesome.
Oh, it's great.
I think they sponsored both of the team's cars.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, that is great. They'll get so much press for that.
Oh, hell yeah. So what do you think of this track, Butts?
I enjoy it.
What about you, Cole?
All right. Still learning it.
I think once I learned it, I think it might be my new favorite track. It's just a lot of fun once you figure it out. Passing points, on the other hand, that could be interesting.
Not a lot.
Have you heard from Eric?
I have not yet, no. I was gonna ping them in a minute. I figured I'd give them till like 10:20 to get on.
You need to look at that message I just sent you, Shoulders.
Okay.
Car on the left.
Are you gonna try a pass? Oh, wow.
Is it butts? That explains
Oh, yeah,
everything.
he burned it though. I was like, wow, that's a ballsy place to try a pass. This is where, coming out of that last corner is where you get, if you don't hit that right, you're gonna, somebody hits it right, you just lose all your momentum there. Takes forever for these tires to warm up.
I guess you must not be pushing hard enough.
Probably not.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, took that a little wide.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Part of your problem is you're anticipating quite a few of these corners and turning in too soon.
Okay. All right.
You know, if I remember right, Shoulders, that's exactly what Vin said about 2 hours ago. There's only one corner, 2 corners that I can think of that you want to turn in fairly early.
Oop, this one I'm late. Way late.
Have you had your pre-race cigar yet, Shoulders?
I did. I just finished it.
He's gonna have to need another.
I think he's gonna need a glass of scotch instead.
tonight. The free shit Brandon won at an auction that he doesn't drink, so.
The question is, what kind is it?
Barstone or?
Here's a big
Never
one.
heard of it.
He won 2 bottles of bourbon, a box of cigars, an ashtray, a lighter, and none of it he does. So I just inherited the entire like $600 prize packet.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Kev? Yeah. My keyboard is not where it's supposed to be. Oh, there we go. Need to get up already. I just sit down in my rig and now I already gotta get back up. This sucks.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, perhaps muted.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, you gonna drive like that, Butts, during the race?
Yeah, probably.
What the hell?
Man, what a pit exit.
Oh yeah,
That's the worst
I drove
part.
straight the first time.
You can take a 747 out of the pits and launch.
Eat these curved shoulders.
Oh, that is why my SemiCube is not reacting. I forgot I unplugged it. Shit. Well, we lost power the other day for a day and a half. And if I leave the SemiCube plugged in when our backup generator comes on, it makes all kinds of just god-awful screeching noises. Does yours do that when the generator kicks on, Shoulders?
Yep.
Yeah, it's awful.
Your generator have a power conditioner, or do you have a UPS for the power conditioner?
I don't know. It's a Generac. It's one of the all-in-one fancy
Oh.
suckers.
I'm thinking
It's
it
a
doesn't.
10-second delay. That does
Yeah. Is it?
it. Yeah.
I just know it's very annoying and very high pitch.
So I bought one of those UPS units for the rig, and then it buys me like enough. It never, like it'll stay powered on because it goes to the battery
Uh-huh.
while the
Okay.
Generac is kicking in. So
Alright.
Car on the right.
totally in the dirt there.
Clear on the right.
Those Reaper's wife and kids gonna let him play Black, or is it just an excuse to
Like
not
he's
play?
not going to be here. Mark my words, he will not be here. And I took him up on penning his message because
I seen
he's
that.
sure as hell not going to make every other race after this week.
I
Not
did
happening.
see that.
I'm like, I don't even know why he made such an audacious claim.
Clear on the right.
It's like saying the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl.
We're actually closer to that than him playing the rest of the year.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, that's great.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
It's alright though, I'm hoping they'll sell his gear.
Clear on the right.
If he don't make it tonight, his punishment is he has to sell it to Cold.
At a highly discounted.
No, okay. Yeah, if he doesn't make another race this season, he has to sell it to Cold. That's his punishment. Alright, use that. I think I have anything started. I do not. How many laps, Shoulders?
17, I think. Oh,
Forgot there was a corner there.
yeah, I was gonna go for the undercut and I got loose.
Should be watching you drive. You drive too hard. Whoa, turtle
Got
curve.
that one a little close.
Remember, if you watch NASCAR on this track, that first turn, just use somebody to get around the corner.
Right?
Don't even use those brakes. This one too. NASCAR might have to go back to paper thin bodies to get people to drive right.
Yeah, no shit.
NASCAR just needs to close their fucking doors.
Oh, I love GT4.
Oh.
What's up, nerds?
Yo.
Hey, how
Yo.
you doing?
She made it.
I did.
No hangover?
What? Black, are you spreading tales about me?
No, I haven't said anything. They just know you.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Let's see that.
We're on Friday nights, not Sunday night.
Alright, I got that stream going, but I don't think... No, none of the audio is coming through. I just have music playing on the streaming soon background, so I'm gonna go and grab myself a big old glass of water and be right back.
Alright.
I'll tell you what's going on, Shoulders. Eric's over there scrambling to put his rig and shit together.
He probably is.
Hey, I got a question about F1.
Yep.
Why is Daniel Ricciardo listed as the third driver and not the reserve driver?
You know, I really don't know.
Is that to make him feel better, or?
So there is a theory going around, and it can technically be true. Max wants to do some endurance racing,
Yeah.
and if he can technically wrap up his championship by Zandvoort, so he could win his championship in Zandvoort, step out of the car completely, put Daniel in the car, and if Checo and Daniel were to go 1 and 2 the rest of the season, that would put Red Bull 1, 2, and 3 in the drivers' championship points.
Yeah, was that legal?
Technically, yes and no.
Like that third car, well, like the third spot, I would think wouldn't count.
So it would count for constructors' points because it's still going to be run under Max. You know, as your second.
So it'd still be 2 cars then.
It'd still be 2 cars, yes. Max would gain no more points, you know, vice versa, and Daniel would gain points. So basically, it would be the same situation as a couple of years ago where the guys were having COVID, where those drivers that filled in got points, but the driver itself, the other normal driver, didn't.
Okay, so
Wow,
his
nice
points would
loophole.
count towards the championship.
Towards his own, yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it would be a very interesting thing, and like they said, if Max wraps up the championship by Zandvoort, that was a very high possibility, so he could go do some endurance racing.
Interesting.
Well, I'm assuming that there will be a practice time where he'll be in one of the cars.
I believe I
Because
thought he
they
was supposed
have
to be in
to, right?
Australia, but so no, Daniel will not count.
Oh, because he's not a rookie or something, or?
Yeah, he's
Not
not
a
considered
reserve
a young.
driver.
He's not a young driver, so he won't count for that.
Does that mean that Mick won't have to practice for Mercedes either?
He probably will, but it won't count. Also,
Okay. I'm just interested to see if he does any better, but I don't know that their car's that much better anyway.
you know what? Honestly, today it was looking very good at
Yeah, I slept through it.
Australia.
I turned
Lewis
it on, I fell
was
asleep.
I think P2 in FP1 and like P3 or 4 in FP2, and he was not very far off the pace.
So I fell asleep. It was raining, right, during the second one?
Yeah, it
Yep.
started raining. Shit, I might not be driving this Mercedes because that's.
What about that?
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. About if.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yeah?
Yo.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
I don't think Kev, can you hear us?
Blink if you can hear us.
Are you kidding me? Dude, this
Alright.
Mercedes
You guys hear
GT4
me now?
car.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have
There
that the
you
whole
go.
time.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
This
Definitely
this
couldn't hear you.
Interesting.
Oh, I had to do a Windows update, so it changed everything.
Oh no,
I
you love that.
hate when that happens.
Of course.
Nothing like a Windows update to mess up a rig
And everything else.
and everything
Oh
else.
yeah.
That's why every time I jump in the rig, I was like, okay, Windows? What
Oh.
about NVIDIA? Anything else needs
Yeah,
updating?
yeah.
Mhm.
A Steelcase updates the headset like every week. It just drives me nuts.
I had no choice because when I turned it on, it like automatically started downloading some freaking update, and it was like 45% of your RAM's being used right now. Do you want to restart now? And I was like, might as well.
Spend the night together.
Looks like your car's extended warranty's about to expire too.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, the best part of that whole Freedom 500 was watching everybody beat the shit out of Kevin.
I know it was.
That
It
was
great.
so good. He was pissed when he got out.
Aw.
I know.
Well, you know, at least he didn't get into a fucking 5G wreck.
Right? Dude, I wanted Seuss to win that so damn bad.
Yeah, that dude's a surprising wild card.
He is. He's finished freaking top in damn near everyone he's finished.
Yeah, he has.
I mean, if it was me, I know he gave Cleater a nudge. I think I would have got him a little more sideways. Just a warning, Kev, that car sucks.
Really?
It is an understeer pig. I put a tune in the ACC thread. It definitely fixed it, but be ready to hold on to it. For you, I would highly suggest either the Aston or the Audi.
I haven't even seen.
I'm already in this one.
Oh, okay, so my top speed is definitely higher.
If you didn't learn anything last year, when you go through turn 1, just take the access road. It's faster.
Right? And you don't get a penalty because it's the road you're designated to take. Problem is, the access road is blocked off in ACC, which sucks.
Oh, is it? I didn't even
Yeah.
try it.
Hey, Glom, I just want to put this out there that 145.9 was a fluke.
As many times as I've overshot turn 1, I learned that the hard way. What'd you say about CDA, Butts?
Nothing. I said that 145.9 was a fluke.
Oh, so CDA with the Porsche here, Butts, ran a 142.
Yeah. I looked at their tune, and there was another tune section, hot lap I looked at. And like I'm following generally where they're going and what gear, but yeah, no. I'm pushing for 46. So Black has a chance this race if he can stay consistent. And doesn't get wrecked.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to tame this Mercedes. I might have to switch before we go.
Wow, last minute.
The rest of us.
Well, I wanted to tune it and I never got a chance, but I know what the Aston and Audi will do, so I'm not worried about it. The Jenetta's the car they have here if you can handle the right-hand drive.
It's what I would be racing if I didn't commit to the Porsche.
The Janetta is freaking amazing here. It's just that right-hand drive screws me.
Mind over matter. You got this.
All you.
You gotta believe.
You can do it.
I think we should do the drinking game before a race.
I'm thinking Mary might kill you.
Every time there's vehicle contact, Mary takes a shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll start aiming for
Vehicle-
people.
Yeah,
Right?
I was going to say, Butts will have a whole bottle in her before the end of the second lap.
I can't think of beer and racing without thinking of Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh yeah. Revenge of the Nerds. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Too bad they can't make movies like that anymore.
No, remember the Porkies?
Oh
I-
God.
I've never watched that all the way through. I've just seen bits and pieces of it.
Oh, yeah, I remember when that came out. That was another one of those ones that they could never make right now.
I don't even know that they could make an American Pie movie right now.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah, they couldn't. Yep. There's a lot they couldn't put out right now.
Could they do even another Jackass?
Yeah, they
Well,
can
they
do
wrapped
both.
up their. Yeah, they could do one of those, but they wrapped up that series. I think, didn't they?
Yeah,
all just did
everybody
last
was too old and fragile now.
one and broke everything that they could break by this point in time.
I don't think I've seen any of those since the first one. When they wrecked that golf cart, and I'm like, how is that guy alive?
Yeah, I'm surprised they all actually made it out without, like, in traction forever. Although I want to see what they're all like at 60.
Hey Rob, read the fucking message, you dumbass.
I know, what a dumbass.
What do you say? You racing with you guys tomorrow?
We don't race tomorrow, it's next weekend.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And he thinks it's tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's at 8 p.m. that too. So I wonder if he's been doing edibles this week.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Of course, Shoulders has to answer.
Well, of course.
Okay, Mercedes is out in the picture. I don't have the patience to work with it tonight.
Oh, he's giving up his core.
Hey, I've got it now to where it's fast, but it's so freaking loose that I just don't feel like dealing with it.
Alright, I loaded up the Aston. I don't know that it'll make a difference.
Mom went to the Audi.
Hey, it's Audi versus Porsche. Battle of the Volkswagen Shoulders.
What is with all these Porsches? God.
Yeah, I was committed to it.
It was the tune that I was given. And it doesn't feel like it's gonna kill me like normal, so.
Yeah, this one feels pretty stable, surprisingly, compared to most Porsche tunes.
Couple laps.
By coming out of the pits, I'm waiting for the stewardess to give me a bag of peanuts.
Old tires don't do well when you try and jump on the throttle hard.
can see brake markers won't exist at the end of this race.
Hey, wait till Nürburgring next weekend with guns being back.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to practice tonight if that's next week's track.
Okay, I can't do that there. That's a little fast.
You were right, Glom. The Audi or the Aston feels a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
the Camaro was just a pile of shit.
Yeah. The Camaro sounds cool, but it is so sloppy compared to every other car. It's too heavy. That's the problem. It's too heavy. And so it's going to transfer all that weight. And it turns into body roll.
Oh, I got it to work. You just got to hold on to your ass.
Well, especially high-speed rights.
Yep.
You know, the Aston's a fucking dream compared to Ferrari. It's so easy to drive, so predictable.
That's how the Aston GT3 is too, Black.
I know. I may convert.
The only problem with the Aston GT3 is it doesn't have much bottom end power.
Oh, that's funny because the GT4 car's got tons of fucking grunt.
Yeah, the GT3 has like severe turbo lag. Damn it. Builders, you might be right. It might be Aston versus Porsche.
Yeah.
If I can't get this freaking R8 tamed here in another lap or two.
God dang it.
Whoa, car, whoa, car.
Blimey.
Heck.
Well, that didn't work. That's good to know.
I'll be streaming.
All right. Car's working decent.
Okay.
What? Alright, then I can drive that car. How much time do we got? 7 minutes.
Yeah, hopefully the servers come up as quick as they did last week. That was nice.
Right?
Yeah, don't jinx it.
I know. There we go. I just
Where's
right.
Where's Eric?
Internet problems still.
Tell him to get his internet shit fixed or
What's
he's
supposed
kicked
to
out
happen
of
in the big city?
I mean, he could have just connected to my Wi-Fi for God's sakes, but then I'd have to bill him.
You asshole.
He's only had a week to fix it. I mean, I don't know what that kid was doing.
Scratch your butt.
What?
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 What did I just hear?
Whose butt you scratching?
Secret text.
Oh man.
I'll scratch your butt. Wow,
That's
the
my
kind of
doggo.
phrase-
He came into my room. He's like giving me a kiss on my nose. I'm like, and he turned around like, okay, now you can scratch my butt for me.
Well, I can't wait till Alicia walks by me and I use that line and see how that goes over. Here, let me scratch your butt. If you guys hear a big whop,
That's true love.
Mary, I was going to say Mary, then your advice didn't go far.
Oh.
Didn't go as planned, huh?
It didn't go as planned.
Yeah, yeah.
See, everybody online was saying it tonight. I just repeated it.
Everyone, right?
I'm throwing the whole crowd in front of that bus.
Oh, sure, for sure. Are we restarting the server then?
Yeah,
Not yet.
I will.
Okay.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you?
No.
Glum,
no,
did you have you already figured out the fuel or no?
Nope. I know nothing about it.
Okay.
It's 2 liters
Well, that's for
a
you as
lap.
well.
Yeah, that's for me.
Let me go. I'll go run a few laps with it real quick.
I just
Evan,
put
tell
50
you.
in it to be safe.
That's what I was thinking.
It's the tune has 62 liters. Will that be
Yeah.
enough? Will
That's
I run
way
out?
that's way more than
That's
enough.
way more than enough.
Okay.
It's,
Well, the car
7.
felt fine, so I'll just go ahead and leave it.
Yeah, it will. I took 10 out, and it definitely got looser on corner exit, but the car overall is very stable still. But you will notice a difference if you lighten up the fuel. But I also turn my best lap time by taking 10 liters out.
Oh no. Was it added? It was added, wasn't it? It was.
Stupid storm. Not supposed to be here till
Now,
what?
get it right, Glom. I'm gonna scratch your butt. That's what I said.
I didn't hear I'm,
Is
but
that a
I can
threat?
fix it.
Scratch your butt.
All I heard on the edited version was "Glom, I'll scratch your butt." That's all I heard. Just saying. I mean, I might have missed a few words in there, but
That's all part of taking things out of context.
Oh, did you shut the server down?
no. What the hell? No, not yet.
It suddenly
You
it
got,
like
like,
glitched
one
out
more
for
minute.
me.
Everybody left.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know
I
if
was
it's
gonna
about
do
that
it in
time.
like about
Well,
1 minute.
Right.
we're well prepared.
Yeah.
We're just, I don't know how about well prepared, but
Prepared is one word there.
Yeah.
All right. I'll reboot it right now.
I had
Oh,
to.
you
I had to go
bastard.
back to the old days. I had to turn my line on for tonight. I had no practice.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
All right.
It actually helped. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are running, but I had a 148.
Wow, that's good. That's about right in there.
it's
There.
not bad for no practice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, Mary, you get to pick my car color.
The car color.
All right.
Yep.
Shit, holy crap! The
I
server's
would
up
say it's
already.
like a Mary Kay yogurt pink, I guess, because
No, he
that's
likes that. I mean, make
He
it
likes it?
brown. Make it
All right.
brown.
what about
Caca brown.
mm, make it like a poopy brown red.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Baby.
This butt
Baby
poop.
poop.
I don't know what's going on tonight. I mean, wow. Oh, this late night stuff, man, it really changes the context of the conversation. Just saying. I went to PG rating out the window.
Who needs that?
It's like late night on Cinemax.
Whoa. Wow. All right,
All
servers up.
right. Are we ready for this?
No.
I gotta
We're
find
gonna
the
do it
post.
anyway.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta find the post with the lineup. Shoulders, you never told me your number.
What number?
Did I send
Car
you?
number.
Oh, I'll go 2.
All right. First in is gonna be Kev. Since there's no Eric tonight.
No Reaper.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Cold.
Cold's in.
Black.
Black's in.
Shoulders.
Shoulders is in.
Myself.
Yourself is in.
And butts.
The boots with the furs in.
Am I just gonna get a furry Porsche? Glom.
Maybe.
Sacred text.
Wow.
if
I
I have
know.
enough, if I have enough patience to do that, but I did just get a drawing pad, so maybe.
I could totally just take that down another couple of levels, but I'll refrain.
Wow, we have a diverse car selection today.
Yeah. Well,
It's even staggered on the grid.
It is.
Hested Porsche,
yeah,
Hested
that's
Porsche,
pretty-
Hested
that's
Porsche.
pretty funny.
The manufacturer showdown.
Constructor
Mid-engine
point.
versus front engine.
Old men drive expensive cars.
Why
shouldn't say
can't
that.
I ping butts inside?
Because I'm special.
Uh-huh.
Probably not part of the
Yeah, but-
shenanigans and Raul.
Oh, that's probably it.
So I guess you have to add him so you can ping him.
Uh-huh. Oh, the powers of an admin. How wonderful.
That was a maniacal laugh.
Phone will really be blowing up then.
Mhm.
Let's see. I can't do it from there. Hmm.
Alright, cool.
Let's see. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Don't do it.
Crash, glom, crash.
Yeah, spin out.
Hit the wall.
Go backwards. Get DQ'd before the race.
We're very supportive.
You know, Shoulders, I start behind you in the race.
Oh, that's a good point. Finish your lap. Do well. Gold star. 2 thumbs up. You can do it.
You forget he's next to me, though.
That totally sounds foreign coming out of my mouth, too.
What's coming out of your mouth?
Furry Porsche.
Yeah. The left side of the grid is Porsche's, the right side of the grid is Aston's.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy how that lineup just came out.
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, the next race, since there's only 6, we could throw a curveball. We could put the Ferrari Cup car since there's no setups allowed in it.
Didn't know there was a GT4 Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari Cup car.
Oh.
That's what we're running at Misano for the hour race.
Hmm.
It's a fixed series. It is super fun.
I didn't even see it in there when I was looking at GT4 cars for this race.
It's not a GT4. It's its own class.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I don't remember seeing it either.
No, we locked this to GT4 only so people wouldn't practice their own car.
Oh, that's right. I forget about that. Ooh, I'll have to remember to change that back on the setup for practice. I forgot about that.
Oh, here, Mary, I got one for you.
Oh,
I'll DM this to you. I don't. You may have seen this by now.
okay. If it's a video, I'm gonna have to wait because
No, it's a meme.
okay.
In that case, you can make time.
Yeah, right.
You can always make time for memes, of course.
Mary's already seen all the memes.
But most likely, I've already seen it. I have not seen that one.
Thanks.
Well, there was a snort in there. That must be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to load your tunes.
All right.
Yep, load your
Damn.
tunes.
Nice one.
Wow.
Yeah, don't forget there's very cold tires here.
Yes.
Yes.
Very cold tires.
Well, I got 62 liters.
Car is acting like where we're going, there are no roads.
I forgot to change my fuel load. Oh well. More traction, right?
Extra balance.
It's a heavy load.
Going double file.
Butts.
You started this. You started it.
No time pressure. Stay clear of the cars.
I stalled the freaking car without using a clutch. Oh shit.
I don't want to get in the marbles.
Shit, yeah. Astons are struggling to keep up in line. This ain't good.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Oh, I got a shitty jump there.
Don't worry, so did I. Damn, we lost a bet, Shoulders.
Clear on the left.
Yeah, damn, man, that start was terrible. I popped the wrong gear.
So did I. I wanted to be in second, and I screwed up and was in first.
Yeah, I did too. That's exactly what I did.
I was dragging the brake trying to get heat, and yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
Car on the
That was like-
Oh,
clear on
Wow.
the right.
There's a lot of pinball action there, guys. Oh, and I almost rear-ended butts. Or no, goal.
I think I kissed Black. Like,
yeah, just a
barely.
little bit, but I managed.
Wow.
Hi, Glom.
I almost gave Butts a little tap on the ass.
Hey, you beat my ass alone.
Woo.
But you've got them apple bottom jeans.
You look a little loose there, Butts.
Don't mind me while I drift the car. Just being a
I
tempting
know.
target.
I lifted because I was expecting that to be a spin.
Oh, God.
I kind of was too, but I kept the pressure on, hoping it would cause a spin. Fuck you, Shoulders. That carb overload's starting to hit.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
A little dirt there.
Come on, brakes.
I followed Butts. I followed Butts.
Oh, damn.
I braked at the right spot, but it's like the brakes weren't doing nothing.
Why am I getting track limits there yet I didn't get it in freaking practice?
I'll admit, like, I got it just before. Because I was right on the same. Ooh, man. Almost watched you just flip that car on its side.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
I think I like the Audi better.
There's a bat flying around my basement.
What?
Oh.
Wait, what? For real?
For real.
Do you have like a chimney flue or something?
No, not as far as I know.
Hmm.
Butts, don't eat it.
No shit.
Well, not-
Don't bite the head off.
see, I'm-
I just kept seeing a shadow flying around and looked up and yeah, there's a fucking bat.
I must be getting all the bugs.
Okay, Shoulders, let's see if I can do a lap without fucking up.
Like, hello, I hear you have the boots with the fur.
I'm driving here.
That's the dirt.
I know. I see that little puff come back. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oop. Now I'm doing it.
God damn it. God damn it.
It certainly makes it interesting when you guys choose a one car that you haven't really practiced much in.
Yeah.
You had to run and steam this turd and had to dump it.
Yeah, I got real. I had carried too much speed in, and then overbraked and got the back end loose, and that was it.
Good thing Grins isn't here because he'd have got the back end loose in the text.
Yeah, he's busy with movie night.
That might be a good thing.
There's always rewatching it.
God damn it.
Do none of us have a clean lap because there's no freaking purple lap yet?
No,
Yeah.
Black has it.
Oh, it doesn't
Oh,
show
Black.
it on my thing.
Yeah, his best time 1:46.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, he's leaving Butts and I for a change. This might be Black Zone track. Is it showing up for you on your thing?
It shows a purple. What is
Yeah. It doesn't show it on any of mine for some reason.
I had
Was
it
there
on
an
the first
update?
one, first lap.
It means fastest lap, right? In the whole race?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
High
There it
score.
goes.
What does that mean?
Now it showed it.
Looks like I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue.
Oh, fuck, we're only 10 minutes in. This sucks.
Well, now you're getting all that practice in.
Jesus, I feel like I've been running 30 minutes already. I hate to tell you, Black, but I think your fastest lap's gone this lap.
That's fine.
Butts is went on a fucking mission.
Almost me. Yep.
I don't believe the fastest lap in the race so far.
Got a cut warning. How the hell did I get a cut warning?
You probably crossed that stupid line.
Oh, damn. Thought I. Oh. Oh well.
I did it the lap before too. I do not like this Aston Martin.
Oh, geez, no cut warning. Well, hey.
Double check there, because Glom, your colors are from a distance look more orange. It's like like baby poop that was made from mashed carrots.
Aw. Glad I ate before the race.
Are you? Are you?
Oh, maybe not. I wonder if this is equipped with a park bag. I know, Glum. Race leaders are a little quiet.
I'm only quiet.
Oh, I am too, because I got a fucking Charlie horse on my braking leg.
Ooh. Ow.
No, let me buy you, and then I'll need to space me after that. Oh, come on, another track warning. God damn it.
Quick
I
air
mean-
time there.
I'll let you
Shit.
buy. You're just gonna blow it with track warnings.
I know. That's two.
Catching is one thing. Passing, totally different.
Yeah, especially on this track.
You're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Oh, fucking time. I feel like I've been on this stupid track for an hour now.
Well, especially with a Charlie horse. Like, do you have water, Glom?
Yeah, it's next to me, and I don't have time to freaking drink it on this track.
You need a really long sippy straw.
Just pull into the pits. We'll
Yeah, yeah.
Just get a
We'll be
camelback.
fine.
Not a bad idea, Butts. Mount it to the back of my seat.
Mm-hmm. Or just get one of those hats, you know?
not that close.
Oops. That's the same braking mark, but it's just not doing the same thing.
Grin says you need more stamina, Glom.
Tell Grins to go fuck a cow.
I wonder if Grins heard that. Grins, did you hear that?
Car on the right.
I don't live in rural California.
Clear on the right.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
No, but he lives in the cowboy state.
Wow.
They don't usually have connubial relations with their cattle out there, though.
I'm breathing here.
Wow.
Are you though?
Shoulders, how come you fell so far back?
I spun out of T1.
Oh.
Rural California, where men are men and sheep are scared.
Are you sure they identify as sheep?
We
Meh.
don't really have sheep here.
No sheep?
Well, it's because
No.
they're all in, they're all in dating services.
Oh, Jesus.
Swipe left, swipe right.
I'm not far enough north to be into sheep country.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of furry Porsches.
Wait, is that furry or woolly?
It would be technically woolly. They all ran away, says Grins.
No, did he speak from experience?
Oh god, brake mark, come on. No, that's not happening.
Breathe. Oh. Mowing the lawn.
Make sure you get new blades for that thing in the summer, butts.
Yeah, scrape off the underside.
Man, this car gets really loose.
I do not like this freaking Aston. It just... I don't know. It ain't my driving style.
Shit. Again.
Oh, hey, I took a clean T1 for a change. Huh.
It's either butts running over stuff, or I think it's thundering really bad outside.
I was just thinking of those lonely sheep.
It's Friday night. They all have dates.
Damn it! I am just freaking cooking my left front tire. Come on. Over here.
It's one thing that sucks about the Porsche. The fuel take up at the front, the longer you go, the lighter the front end gets, the more you
Oh,
use it.
yeah.
I'm just like struggling to hit a couple of these corners. The car's just super loose right now. And it happens quick too.
There you go, shoulders. I had my screw up.
Oh, good. Had my share.
Damn it.
You're not alone.
Oh, there's another one for you.
Oh, I followed you.
wasn't sure if you're gonna try to dart in there or not. I'm like, oh god, do I want to fucking turn or not?
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh,
God, this car's a handful when it's low on fuel.
It's an interesting night. So we got like a Guam with a Charlie horse going on, and Butts has bats in the belfry or the basement, wherever his setup is. Basement. And Shoulders is making sure he hits every line and goes over it.
Track cut. Come on,
Every track
cut.
line. Yeah. Cold is being quiet as usual, smart, doesn't get distracted. As does GCAV.
It doesn't help.
Mad at me. I would be mad at me.
What's that?
I said, I think you're mad at me, and I said, I think I would be mad at me.
Oh no, that's in your head. I'm not mad at you.
The car didn't get messed up, did it?
No,
I didn't think we hit that hard.
no, we didn't.
Shoulders just keeps teasing me.
I keep
He won't
spinning
really
up.
wreck.
I've been trying, trust me.
You might get a stop and go.
This car is quite the handful now.
Yeah, it is quite the handful with the low fuel.
oh, did not expect that.
Ooh, neither did I.
Shoulders, this is not the place to be going doing this.
Get
Shit,
loose.
I know. I was thinking that as we were going through here. I'm like, oh, we shouldn't be side by side through that at all. I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, ooh, this was a strategy error. God dang, is this thing loose?
So is this. And I'm understeering like a pig right here.
Yeah, I am too. I am just like sliding all over the place.
You're getting through there better than I can.
You just hit already and let me pass you guys?
Pile up.
I'm just gonna give that place back to Glom. God damn it.
Car on the right.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Go, let's go mowing. Let's go mowing.
Clear on the right.
Oh shoot!
Stick to the apex. Come on, stay alive.
Yeah, just don't run into the grass.
Oh, Glom's trying to give it back to me.
Understeering so fucking bad, it's ridiculous.
Dude, I am like on ice.
Nope. Stop it.
I might go heavier fuel for race 2 just to settle this car down. Oh, that's good. God damn it.
Good racing, Black.
Yeah, I appreciate your patience.
Hey, that was tough. Like
Yeah.
catching you, I had a bit more pace than you, but passing is a whole thing entirely.
Oh, yeah, it's kept getting slower and slower. I was just over driving the car.
I got 2 flat tires, Shoulders.
Do you?
Yep, both my fronts have a puncture.
Oh, jeez.
I've had them for 3 laps. I'm down to 25 in the left and 25-2 in the right.
Oh, you're lucky that happened late in the race, man.
That's why I was understeering so bad through that last corner.
Yeah, my third lap was hot.
I am not running this car again.
Yeah, at first I was like, oh, I'm sure I can pass him. But then it's just like every time I went to it, I overdrove the car. And then you were tight enough in times that was a lucky pass right there at the end.
I kept mistiming and messing up that corner, and it would usually spin or lose traction and get loose and screw up the exit, the speed. And both times, that's where you caught me, was that corner. The first time you just mowed the lawn after.
I got too excited, and apparently a thing with these GT4, or maybe it's just a Porsche, but I can't aggressively hit the brakes. Then it'll just slide. I have to ease into the brake, and
I think it's all of them, but.
And so it's like
Oh,
you
that
have
was-
to back your mindset off of you can still hit 100%, but you have to get there slower.
Yeah, I was locking the front hard with the Aston.
Oh, I wasn't really experiencing that.
No, I was being pretty rough with it.
I should have stuck with the Audi like I.
I'm
Good
not
thought.
as aggressive breaker as you guys, though.
Okay, that car is out of the fucking picture.
All right.
Here, batty bat.
10 minutes.
He probably wants to get back outside.
I think 5, so Butts can't get the bat.
Oh, okay. So 11:45.
Hey,
It's okay.
Do you have a racket or like I don't know? If you turn off all the lights in the house and leave a light on the outside, so bugs go over towards that light, the bat will like use that to try to get out.
I like the tennis racket approach better. That would be
Yeah.
awesome. Just fucking hear it splat against the monitor.
No.
Just start playing some Ozzy and then it'll leave.
You're supposed to catch them and then let them go outside.
Yep.
Or
Just
or
don't
just
get
kill
bit.
'em. Or just kill 'em.
No, bats are cute.
Okay.
Yeah,
Most of them
sure.
are protected.
well, like what
They
I was
are
really
awesome.
worried about was a stupid fucker landing on my head, but thankfully that didn't happen.
I mean, they do use like sonar, waves to like know where things are, so they don't purposely hit walls and heads and things. So
But how awesome would that be to hear him scream in the middle of the race?
Black would have loved
amazing.
That would be a moment right there. That would be my ringtone.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Right. I'll restart it so it's ready to go for it.
All right.
Sounds good.
Oh, this track is killing my knee.
This track sucks.
You wear shoes?
I do, but I have knee replacement coming up May 3rd, so
Oh.
it's I'm bone on bone. So this is like a heavy braking track on those two
Yep.
corners, and I can just totally feel it. I'm like, wow.
Mm.
Yeah, the shoes help big time. Like my knees were on fire after a race, and then it's not nearly as bad with driving shoes.
I'll have to try that. I haven't.
You don't have shoes, shoulders.
No, I don't.
Oh, you gotta have shoes with these Sim Coach pedals. They'll freaking
Yeah, so
murder you.
I will say, so I bought race quips, and I have wide feet, and
Mhm.
so I got the normal size that I would buy, and I gotta really keep them laced loose. They are really tight on the top of my foot.
Yeah, all race shoes are that way.
Yeah, usually narrow for heel
I-
toe and all that shit.
I always go half a size bigger than what I normally wear.
Yep.
Like these are what? These are 11s. I normally wear a 10.5.
Yeah, we're like a 10.5 wide, and so these are really
Mhm.
snug.
All right. Yeah.
Not bragging, but I have to have like size 16. So I wonder if I wore a knee brace, if it would help too with like something like this where there's heavy braking.
Those inflatable ones are really good. I hurt my knee a long time ago in a 4-wheeler accident, and they gave me one of those, and it really helped with the pain.
Oh, I have to check that out. I have one of those polar cubes with the compression and cold that goes through. I put that on usually after we're done racing, and it gets the swelling right down. But I'll be, as soon as I get this thing ripped out and put something in there, I'll be much better.
Once you get your robot knee.
Yeah, once I get my robot knee, then I got.
That's right.
You'll never get metal legs.
I know. And then 5 years later, I'll get the other one done, and then I'll just be all bionic. I asked him if I could put some spacers in and make me 6'2" instead of 5'5", but yeah, that was a no-go. What I'm amazed at, it's only a 45-minute surgery. I can't believe it's that fast.
Yeah, they got it down.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's nothing in the way.
Yeah, they just yank it and you're gone. Come home the same day.
Yeah, I've watched videos of those, and it is, oh man, I'd rather watch cows be slaughtered on the farm than watch one of those surgeries.
Well, you know what?
They're not gentle.
So the surgeon sends me this packet, and it's in there, and it's a PDF, and it says click here to watch video, and I click it, and it's the video of the surgery. I'm like, why would you show this to me before? Like, I'd rather see it after and know what you did than kind of think about what you're about to do.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
It's just crazy, just hacksaws and frickin' hammers, and yeah, this is awesome.
Power drill.
Yeah, it's just nuts. It's just the craziest shit. Oh well.
I
still can bowl on it now, so it's not super bad, but
we get you on one of them little moving tables that moves your leg so many degrees over and over again. They changed the therapy since.
I've been doing pre-therapy, which has been great, but they come that next day, and I guess I'm on a walker for a couple of days, and they get you just moving.
Oh, he's gonna be an old fuck.
I know, it's gonna be great. I'll take pictures with a cigar and a bottle of bourbon in my hand with a walker. I got to put a cup holder in there.
So does that mean that you're gonna be racing with your blinker on the whole time now?
I know, yeah. And have hazards on. That'll be awesome. Get the handicap sticker from my car.
I'll call the state and take that away.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even know how to go get one of those, but hopefully I don't need it.
They can give you a temporary one.
Can they?
You just ask your doctor. Yeah, it'll be a red tag instead of a blue tag. I had one for my back surgery.
Huh? Yeah, I'll have to ask them that, because I just as soon as you guys said that, I'm like, I forgot all about that.
You know, it'll be good for like 6 months or something.
Yeah. The good thing is it's my left leg, so once I can get up in and out of the car, I can drive. But
I'm ready with the real car.
I am back as well.
All right, cool. Servers.
Shoulders.
Yeah.
My consistency rating before that race was a 96. It's down to 87.
Wow.
Is that what CC is? I forget.
CN, I believe.
Car control.
Oh, CN.
Oh, CC is car control.
Mine's only an 83. I've been doing well lately.
My car control's 97. Safety's 99. Track's 99. The only thing I'm not rated in is the CP and the PC.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't know what CP is. Is that?
I don't either.
Competition server.
My racecraft is 68. However the hell they measure that.
Making smart moves without making errors or bumping into people. I
don't know.
I don't make any moves, so mine's a 44. I got lucky though, and avoided all that mess with Kevin Cold and.
I had to have been close to the blue car, whoever that was, coming back across the track.
I think that was cold.
Probably me.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
remember that
predicted.
you
I
and
predicted which way they were going to go, and I predicted correctly.
All right, server's
Oh.
up, ready to go.
I will send shoulders that meme I sent to Mary so he can see it.
Already? Been looking around for that damn bat and can't see nothing. It just went poof.
He's waiting for you to sleep
He's waiting for you to start racing again.
so that he can cuddle.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeaky, squeaky.
Wow.
It's in
Be my
dreams, but
Be my squeaky toy, butts.
Well, I sleep on a different floor, and my nieces and nephews sleep down here. So
Oh, that's
oh
even
dear.
better. That's
Well, he'll
therapy.
follow you up there.
Yeah, make sure
Obviously.
make sure you tell the kids before you go to bed. Oh,
Yeah,
good night.
just-
Don't let the bat bite.
Don't let the bed bat bite.
Just prepay for the therapy. It's faster.
Well, tell him it's a vampire bat.
Yeah, like from Hotel Transylvania. There you go. Then it's okay.
So I heard a cold. What about a Kev?
I'm here.
And cold, just double checking.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, let's do this.
let's all die. I mean,
Come on, butts. Actually, that's a high likelihood. All right, Kev's first.
All right, I'm in.
Cold,
Cold's in.
shoulders,
Shoulders is in.
self,
Yourself is in.
black,
Black's in.
and butts.
Boots is in.
yeah. Come join us at the back of the pack.
General Boots.
One of us. One of us.
Right.
Audi, huh?
I can't do that, Aston. That car was so bad for me.
Yeah,
It
but
did
you
not
couldn't
work.
do the Audi either.
No, I got the Audi down.
No, you were in it. Like 10 minutes before we started, and you said I couldn't do this.
No, I
Is
had
it-
it down.
Is it all-wheel drive or no?
No.
Is the GTR in this game all-wheel drive?
No.
No. But the Lambo is?
No.
Oh.
They're all
No,
wheel
no
drive.
GT cars are allowed to be all-wheel drive.
Oh, I thought the Lambo
No.
was. Okay.
No. Okay, but the problem is I feel more confident in this car than I did the Aston. We'll put it that way.
More confident but slower.
No, I was actually about a second faster.
I mean, it does help when you don't have flat tires.
Yeah, that does help.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have asked how badly they were flat spotted.
No, they weren't flat spotted. I had punctures.
Yeah, stay off the curbs.
From
when
what?
you
Hitting
got
the
cold
curbs?
tires.
I don't know, like 4 laps to go. I got both front tires are low on air.
Did you jump a sausage curve?
Oh, I jumped sausage curves the whole race.
Oh.
Yeah, I have video proof of that.
Yeah, I don't know how you got track cuts shoulders
didn't,
because
just
I
shoulders.
did a couple turns. I thought, oh, well, that's got to be a track cut, and it wasn't.
I was getting
So-
it coming out of the last
corner.
to go down the straightaway. And
So-
if you touch the grass.
Yeah, if you even touch the grass.
So I went wide
On
to
the
left.
outside?
Yeah.
No, on the left.
Oh, I've touched the grass once, and it didn't give me a track cut.
Oh, yeah, I did. I had it 3 times.
Well, you need to stop gaining time there. If you go slower, you just get a warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go slower.
Yeah.
All you gotta do if you do that,
Think you
shoulders.
can manage that? You've been doing pretty good so far.
Wow, that just was just brutal right there. I think everybody commented all at once. That was just terrible.
Without Reaper here, I got to pick on somebody.
Wow, man, I need a tissue for the bloody nose.
if you do that, shoulders, just lift for half a second, and then it
Yep.
shouldn't give it to you.
All right, yeah, well, that's good to know now.
Or you can go.
It's
to
like
the
telling
ditch,
you
I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just
Yeah,
go in
we-
the pit. Yeah.
We need a Reaper back because we need the shit talking to begin, and the heavy breathing, the focused breathing.
And then him yelling at his kids to
I was
turn
just gonna
off the
say him,
lights.
him yelling at his family. I'm racing
I'm
here.
racing. I'm racing.
racing
Let's
here.
go.
Lights on.
Gabagoo.
What are you doing?
He doesn't have that real New York accent,
know he
though, which is
doesn't.
only a bummer.
Yeah. He's got like an upstate accent.
Yeah. That's such a bummer. I could just hear that.
I can't wait.
Here.
I can't wait for him to not show next week. So
After he said he will.
Yeah, exactly.
Finish.
Like, you are lying.
Can't make it, fellas. Gotta put
It'll be
brakes on the
it'll be my
Corvette.
headset won't connect.
The king
Yeah.
of the king. He sits on the
Okay,
throne
why'd
of
you shut up?
lies.
Put brakes on the vet. Not gonna make it.
Well,
Yeah,
brakes on the bed either.
he bought the parts pre-COVID and they're still not on the car.
Jesus.
He could have sold it as is and made money because of the used car market, but now it's been so long, he's got to probably start losing money.
Procrastination.
Yeah.
Shoulders, let's not go too wide through those S's again.
Let's
Yeah,
go
that
3
was
wide.
a little dicey there.
No butts, no. Just no.
2 wide was
Stay away from
a little nuts. I'm hoping I can at least be in the right gear for the start this one.
Number 2.
Well, I'm the right color for this one, so that might help. Oh, my force feedback's light with this car.
Hooray! I finished my smoking time.
Did you get the bat?
Nope. It disappeared. Be seen another day.
Seems like a high frequency on your phone. Like just start playing it.
green light. Go, go, go.
Shoulders, that looks like the wrong gear again.
Yeah, I was a little slow on the upshift.
A little slow on the uptake. Ooh, we're going slow.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Hey, we've made it further without a wreck.
Clear on the right.
Progress.
What's sliding?
Oh, this is my fault. This is my fault. Sorry.
Push your shoulders out of the way.
We didn't even touch.
You want your
so-
position back, shoulders?
No, good.
Yeah, I wasn't looking where the brake mark was, and I'm like, oh boy.
You're one of those angry Valentine chocolate ladies.
Yeah,
that, you know,
is that
push you
considered
out
a
of the way.
deadhead? Is that considered a deadhead?
We got plenty of time for that fuzzy pink car to do something.
I'm waiting.
Crew chief's so bitter when you're in last place. You're in last.
Car on the right.
What a dick.
Clear on the right.
Not even supportive.
What's he doing? Saying you fucking suck?
Yeah, pretty much. The tone of his voice is like the same.
You tell him you don't appreciate the tone.
I know. Make one mistake and bring a hooker home and introduce him to your parents, and he gets that attitude.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Are we 4 wide right here?
Clear on the right.
Just about.
I don't know. I'm hanging back here.
I
I'm
smell
like,
trouble.
Yeah, I do. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know. I felt like getting up in there again, and I'm like, no.
It's like, guys, you're not the Blue Angels. You don't have to do that.
Come on, that's a goal.
Synchronized racing.
No brakes.
I was brake check first.
It's the only downfall. This Audi has horrible braking distances.
My shoulder has fastest lap.
Well, he better. He's in clear air.
yeah.
Poor Kevin almost got the worst of that one.
God dang. Burned it into that corner.
Yep, Audi braking sucks.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, you were supposed to turn there, car.
Fastest lap on the race. Great job.
I'll take that fastest lap back, thank you.
Oh my god, I can't defend with this car.
Clear on the left.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh, things are getting spicy.
Oh, come on. Stop it.
It's a spicy. So spicy.
Okay, back to Maltos. Or not. Come on. Come on. You want to do it. Not that.
Oh boy.
There we go.
See, whoever the leader is has to have problems.
We're watching Wazowski.
Yeah, but CDA, they were like completely sideways through those right there, like just wide open. It was ridiculous. Fucking Audi.
Pressing the brakes too hard.
It don't matter how you press them.
Brake bias?
No, because if I turn it up, then
Turn it back.
or I did. It's it's as low as this car wants to go. Anything lower in this car just has problems.
Fastest lap on the race.
curious to see if you have more punctured tires at the end of the race here.
My tires are at proper pressures this time.
Okay. And that was something that was not the case before. Is what you're saying.
Whoopsies.
The other problem with this car and braking butts is there's no engine braking. It won't let you downshift till you're damn near at an idle.
You guys are all sticking pretty close together this time around. It's almost like you're in cars that you're more comfortable with this time.
If I pull my head out of my ass, I know I'm capable of 46s and 45s with this car.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
145.
Oh yeah.
It's alright, he can't resist the lawnmower.
Get the fuck on, Ozzy. Pull up.
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
What am I doing?
Uh-oh.
Is your bat back?
That wasn't me.
Oh.
Oh, oh.
Sorry, Cold.
No, you didn't ever hit me.
Really? Look on my screen that you kind of bumped a little bit. There's Glom trying to get a flat tire.
Hey, Glom, to get some flat tires here soon.
It's like everyone's so quiet, they must be concentrating really hard.
Very much so.
Yes. This is when I talk about potatoes.
Potato.
Potatoes. Mix them, mash them, stick them in a stew. You're welcome.
Don't complete the rest of it, Putz.
It's boil 'em, mash 'em, not mix 'em, mash 'em.
There, see, this is a test.
It's what somebody says when they completely forgot.
Unless you'd prefer raw fish. That opening was amazing on widescreen. Just damn.
Oh, shut up, Kerchief.
Oh, god damn it. What the fuck happened there?
Come on, Black, you gotta quit messing up when I mess up.
The brakes in this car do something funny after a while. They stop braking.
You're saying the brakes are broke?
Yeah.
Broke brakes?
Like the Corvette at Sebring?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
A lot of litter on the track down at this end.
Right?
A lot of action in the first race, a lot of grunt and grunt in the second. Oh. Let me put downshift there.
You know, Shoulders, remember some Formula 1 qualifying to drive this hellhole? Oh my god.
shoulders, here's a tip for you. This car. Any place you want to be in second gear, just leave it in third.
Yeah. Okay.
It prefers it. I think the only place I actually drop the second for a second is second to last corner.
Okay.
Man.
You got a sign hanging off the back of your car here.
So I got more than just a sign.
Here's your sign.
It just dropped off right in my path.
Jesus. That was the wrong switch. I'm losing fuel, my traction's going to shit.
Yeah, I can see the back end sliding all over the place.
Oopsies. Oh, no. Bad car.
Yeah, but I don't even think I can get close enough to make a pass.
Oh,
Fucking tucked it.
Not up in the last lap, and I'm making mistake after mistake.
Right, we've just started the final lap of the race. Bring it up.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
Send the Bat Squad.
Damn it! This I am braking at the same place, and it feels like I'm pressing the same amount, but it is not stopping.
Huh.
Yeah, the brakes don't work as good towards the end of the race in this Aston. I bombed through a couple of corners.
Should have gone with pad 2, I guess. They're a bit more consistent.
No, my goal was just to keep butts in sight, and I'm living up to that goal.
Yeah, you guys have been pretty close together.
Tell you what, though, I am physically gassed. I'm tired, and my knees are on fire.
My elbow hurts.
Well, you jacking off too much while racing?
It's like, yes, welcome to the Over 30 Clan stream where we talk about our physical ailments while gaming.
The senior league.
My knees
pretty
heavy. Mom spaghetti.
When I
Sponsored
turned
by
50, I
Metamucil.
wanted that spot.
Excellent job. What
Thank God it's over.
Ow.
I just cannot
Phew.
close this gap on you, Glom. 1 second, the entire last 10 laps.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ, I don't care to run this track again.
I don't mind it.
GT3 wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, GT3 might be better.
Maybe.
No, this is fine. This is fine. More GT4 on really hard courses.
Let's do it.
Well, and Shoulders and I were talking about something, and I don't know how everybody feels, but we think Sundays were a better night because then that gives us Saturdays to practice. I know Rob won't.
I prefer Fridays.
Yeah, because Rob can't make anything on a Friday. I think next week's probably my last week. I'm going to be able to make a Friday. Where am I at?
Who did we move to Friday? Oh, Cole and Kev. It was easier for them on Fridays.
Yeah.
Didn't Reaper say Fridays too was better for him?
Yes.
Reaper just said
Yes.
later at night.
This guy. I don't mind. I tell you what, though, I feel way more wiped out racing on Friday nights. than
So do I.
I did Sunday, but
We
the problem.
just Sunday because Saturday we usually got a few more people together to get some practice.
The only thing about Sundays is if we did Sundays, I'd like to maybe be able to do it earlier because
Okay.
I leave out on Monday morning, and
Uh-huh.
Sundays are my day to get ready and
Yep.
leave out the next day.
Mhm. So what would be time for you, Kev?
Oh, I don't care. I would.
Noon on Saturday.
No, not Saturdays don't work. Half the time I freaking work on a Saturday.
I don't
Well,
know. I mean, it'd have
Are
to be late
you-
enough for people to.
Yeah, are you
had
Eastern or
I'm Central.
so it's 11:30 there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Glom, you got the results. I'll post the server for.
Yeah,
numbering.
I'm pretty sure I posted them. Yeah, I posted them.
Okay, I'll restart it for that.
I mean, what
but
time
we
would
don't race
do?
next Friday because it's Good Friday, or am I got my weeks
No,
mixed up?
no, we race it.
Okay.
The only week we have off is the meetup week.
And it's
I'm gonna
Nürburgring.
just-
Next week is NERB.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it, but do you want to, Glom? Do you want to just post something and then